welcome to Maverick Live. I'm your host, Luke 2, and today I'm joined by print manager of Mav Digital, Dylane.
Hello, how are you doing?
I am great, how are you? Very well.
Very good today.
You enjoying the cold weather coming out?
Not really.
Every time I walk into your office, it's just a wall of heat that comes in.
Yes, absolutely. We've got two going on in there at the moment.
So we're currently in the midst of winter. December is kind of pretty much here. And moving from December, going into January, let's just talk about going past the whole winter.
The festive season.
The festive season, let's just get rid of it for now, even though people are probably either going, yes, thank God, or they're going, no, I love this time. Don't skip it.
I love this time of year. I put up my Christmas tree yesterday. I absolutely love this time of year.
And you made some great hamper materials for us as well, with the Christmas cards and the wine label for our social media, basically celebrating our new Instagram that's gone out there.
Yes, absolutely.
You made the wine label. Do you want to tell us what you wrote on the wine label?
Oh, it's reindeer juice.
Reindeer juice.
Yeah, time to get blitzened.
Fantastic. And it also came with Christmas cards as well.
That's right. So we've got two types of Christmas cards. We've got whining with my gnomies and hanging with my gnomies.
Nice. Which obviously had displaying
It's very
ancient gnomes.
gnome-themed, yes.
Are gnomes very Christmassy? Or elves like gnomes?
Yeah, well, they're Christmas gnomes.
Christmas gnomes.
Yes, well, basically.
Like little shoemakers.
Yeah, little shoemakers. That's it. Absolutely.
So, obviously, I was looking past the festive season. We're talking about how to present and promote and market your business after the festive season. So what a lot of businesses tend to do is we've done their whole Christmas campaigns, it's gone well, they're sat back, they've drunk all their mulled wine, and then they're back in the office on a January. What's the first thing they do?
Well, you know, there's a lot of businesses that are very proactive out there. A lot will already be like ramping things up and saying, right, we're not going to rest on our laurels. We're going to start marketing. We're going to start either getting into, if it's retail, you got your Valentine's Day products right next to your Easter eggs.
Yep.
So they'll be on the ball, much like when we have Halloween and Christmas next to each other.
Yeah, the instant snap of November.
Absolutely. It's like, if you haven't spent enough over Christmas, here we're going to make you buy some more.
Yeah.
And that's after everybody's got, so we're past New Year now, because we got through January, sort of Boxing Day sales and everything else like that. So now, where lots of companies tend to, and I'm pushing this out mainly to your hospitality trade, who have obviously been hit really, really hard through COVID. And but being an ex-publican myself, I know how things can actually drop off, and it's painstaking to try and keep your customers interested and keep your customers coming back through the period of January up until sort of Easter time. Yeah. Because you've got a couple of factors. Everybody's broke. That's factor one. Factor two, if you're in the hospitality trade, especially if your main trade is selling alcohol, everybody's going, let's do dry January. Yeah. Gyms do very well, obviously. They hardly even have to do
their memberships are up, they skyrocket. Probably peter off but towards the end. But
all they have to do is like compete against each other. But I mean, everybody will be in the gyms in January. And then and then things sort of peter off until springtime comes and people want to go back into establishments.
So the world's kind of warming back up again, so like the freeze over sort of over.
What we really want to discuss is how do we keep people motivated, and it's probably coming up with clever ways to get people coming back into your establishment and to advertise it. So one of the things is if I was still a pub, and knowing how health conscious everybody suddenly becomes in January and all the rest of it, I would maybe have almost like a healthy night, and we have all these lovely alcoholic beverages that you can now get alcohol free. Yeah. So it's like mocktail night or gin tasting on clean gin. Yeah. Alcohol free beer. You know, it's nothing to say that just because they're not actually going to put people still like to socialize.
Yeah. You could also say, I mean, if people aren't drinking all together, they could have just something that might be a little bit nicer, but for a smaller batch. Maybe do like a tasting board, things like that, just to get people.
Well, absolutely, but then you have to if you're going to do this, let your customers know. And get it out onto your socials, get it out. Really push your social media. Really just ramp up. Don't let your presence suddenly slide off during these quiet periods.
Yeah, I feel like having more sort of not special events, but events like you said before with the alcohol-free night, more healthier options. Having those events which don't have to be dictated by the rules of a calendar. Like it's not Valentine's Day or it's not Easter. Having your own form of events and promoting and pushing those.
Well, that's it. Because you know what? You can say, oh, I have a quiz night every Sunday. Yeah, that's great. But you're going to have, basically, the same people rocking up to that every Sunday. So how do you get more engagement? How do you get, when are your quiet times? How do you push people to come in those quiet times?
Yeah.
What can you do? What can you promote? And that's just like, start thinking out of the box. Start pushing on social media. Don't let yourself be forgotten.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something, suddenly something new opens up, which, the better, which people think are the better.
Anything new is better, obviously, right?
Exactly. So how do you keep people coming back?
Yeah, how do you be new every time?
New.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Without having to rebrand your name constantly all the time.
No, but just introduce something new, because people, especially with this day and age of social media and quick, I can order something from Amazon and it's there tomorrow.
Yeah.
People want instant sort of gratification. So, just keep them interested.
It's why we keep saying to post every day, especially on LinkedIn or any more content that goes out there.
Because I'm quite guilty. I don't post every day, but I do try and get a post out a couple of times a week.
But you realise when you do, people think about you in those periods of time, because people will forget about you. I think the rule is in 3 days' time, or probably even less than that, if you don't continuously broadcast yourself out there to your audience, they will forget about you.
Oh, yeah,
and the same could be said with, obviously, what brought you in for like the print side of things.
Right. So here's a very interesting thing. People seem to think that print and sort of like social and electronic marketing cannot work hand in hand, which is completely wrong. Because basically, your electronic marketing will reach a huge amount of people, a massive amount of people, without that much effort. But sometimes you got to back it up. And depending on what sort of, if you're pushing out a campaign and you've targeted certain people and all the rest of it, they're reacting, reinforce it, send them something printed, send them something tactile that they can actually take their time and read. A lot of people are going to be like me, which is quite old-fashioned, is if I see something online that I'm really interested in, I will actually, I know I should say the trees, but I print it out on recycled paper, let me have you take, and I will go through it and I will make notes and I will highlight things, and I can't do that onto a computer screen, but I can do that with a printed copy. And also sometimes if you've got a printed copy, it's always there, it's sitting there, it's reminding you that it's there. If you've read that email, it's now gone, out of your sight, out of your mind. Yeah,
with the constant refresh of social media, or bookmarks or anything online, there's distractions as well. So having something tangible, you will have all the attention in that moment. I agree with that.
Yeah, you have all that attention. And unless you're constantly barraging people, but, the biggest
it's not barraging. Friendly reminders about yourself and what you do.
Reminders, absolutely.
Exactly.
But you look at the biggest companies in the world. They just don't just promote online. They'll also promote via the printed matter.
It's more of an issue of you've got all these avenues, so why not take one of those avenues? Because I know some companies, it's for the cost of running these, but if you find the right person who will help you with the design and the print and all that, the cost of what you'll get in return of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes a difference.
But also the thing is, if you have a campaign, if you start a campaign, you say, right, I'm going to target this many people socially.
Yeah.
Social sell to them. Once you've got their attention, that's when the ones that you've got the attention, you send your printed media through to.
Yeah.
To just be, create awareness with them.
With all of these Christmas campaigns, then you're showing people who you are, what you're about.
Yeah.
Next thing you do in January comes forward, send them something.
Send them something tactile, something they can hold, something they can, something they can refer to, something that's going to be, say, on somebody's desk, or why do you think people send out calendars,
Yeah.
you know, to their clients and things like that?
It'll
'Cause they
unlock something in their
hope
mind, like, oh, I remember this. I remember this back,
Yes.
you know, in a week
Yeah.
ago after I was drunk on my fourth sherry.
Absolutely.
And I saw it scrolling past. I was like, aha, I know this now. And the fun of remembering it, I guess, at the same time, or just
Well,
you know, be like, oh, well, maybe I do need this, or maybe I need to talk to this person. If there's a good call to action on there, we'll just take it and be like, okay, I'll run with this now. And then you've got a meeting from there, you know. The rest is history. But the marketing side of things is getting people seen, me booked on a call, and that's kind of the journey, isn't it?
well, yes. You know, for the print department, obviously, you know, we print things. We enjoy printing things. We like to go the extra mile with our printing to try and make it as tactile as possible, so that when people, you know, it's like that unboxing experience, isn't it? If you've got a really nice piece of printed matter in front of you, first of all, you remember it. And if there's great visuals and something, it's something you go, oh, I quite like that. I'm not going to throw that away.
Also, it's just interesting having something come to you. To be fair, because nowadays nothing does. It's you know, it's all online. So you've got the computer or your tablet, whatever, that tells you these different things.
Yeah.
But it is sort of an event getting anything.
Well, exactly, and I mean, especially if it's nicely packaged as well, so that somebody has it. We always go on about these unboxing experiences, and more retailers going to that. That, you know, when you used to go through, something used to arrive from an online retailer. You know, it was horrible packaging. You know, half the time it'd been dented or something like that. And you know,
so to summarise then all of this together, you've got showcase some new events. Don't let the character dictate to you, and send them something tactile they can.
Yeah, send them something so that they have it in their presence and all the rest of it. And even if you're in the hospitality industry, send flyers out to your prospective clients, your neighbourhoods.
Yep.
You know, lots of
your local communities as well.
Are
yeah.
hearts of the community.
Yeah.
So just let people know that you're there. You know, how you can maybe help, or what your offers are, or something like that. Just don't let them forget about you. And I think that's the main thing is, after Christmas, after New Year, don't let people forget about you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming down, Dylane. And thank you all for watching Maverick Live. Don't forget to subscribe to us if you're enjoying this content, and follow us on all our social media posts. Thank you again for coming down, Dylane, and we will see you next time.